They're billed as a safe, simple way to feel a little refreshed.
Are you possibly feeling quite square in the face? If so, this is for you.
But behind the shiny social media facade, the facial injectables industry harbours a dark side.
This is what my lips looked like.
What we often see is that the social media emphasises all of the benefits and downplays many of the risks.
After a crackdown on cosmetic surgery last year unveiled gross malpractice and negligence by cowboy operators, health regulator AHPRA is targeting less invasive procedures like dermal fillers, Botox, fat-dissolving injections and thread lifts.
We have seen so many bad stories. We see things where you can get something called a vascular occlusion, which is where there's no blood flow to a section of your face, for example.
There are already rules in place about what they can and can't do, and what we're wanting to do is strengthen those rules.
AHPRA wants to stop upselling, ban anyone who's not a registered health professional, and make mental health training and better informed consent mandatory.
These kinds of procedures and the marketing and the messaging around them, I think, really plays to people's vulnerabilities, to people's insecurities, and in some cases to people's mental illnesses, to be quite honest.
So that might be people with mental health issues such as body dysmorphia.
As for social media advertising, that's on the radar too.
Now they're looking at cracking down on the advertising and making it in line essentially with what the new advertising rules are for cosmetic surgery. It's important too that influencers should not be anywhere near this business.
Last year, the injectables industry was valued at $4.3 billion. And that number's projected to increase 27% year on year to 2030.
Let's face it, it is all about the dollar. If the demand doesn't exist or the insecurity doesn't exist, they create it and then sell the solution.
Experts say while many practitioners are doing the right thing, tighter regulation is long overdue.
It never goes far enough, but it is a good start. We went from a regulator that wasn't acting to a regulator that is now listening and acting.
We're hoping to keep influencers away from this sphere. We've lost that fight, but I do think that they have some responsibility in just how giant this industry has become, because it's so commonplace now to get these kind of procedures. People go on double dates to go get some Botox. Like, everyone talks about it.
Double date?
Oh, people do. Yeah, people do. Not me, but people do it.
Honey, our date was private. Don't tell people,
Sorry.
okay?
I was wondering why you couldn't look at me. You can't move.
No.
But I think that because of that, there's this assumption that the regulation has stayed
Caught
in
up.
has stayed in line, or at least followed it. But really what we're learning is that it's gone back. The things that they're asking for there, like mandatory mental health training, mandatory informed consent, that doesn't seem crazy. I feel like that should have been in place a long time ago.
I feel like as the only person on the desk who has a bit of Botox, and look, it's wonderful, you know, it makes you feel much fresher. I can kind of talk on this, but I mean, it is as common as getting your hair coloured, right? It only lasts a couple of months, and because it's sort of on par with something that's a little bit temporary, people think it's safe. But when people are putting needles in your face, they hit the wrong artery or the wrong muscle. I mean, there's led to blindness. It's all sorts of things.
Have you always known when you're going in for something that you're with a reputable operator?
Yes.
You feel comfortable?
I feel very
and you're
comfortable
able to
with
do the
my
checks?
guy. Yes. Yeah.
So that's the key thing, right?
Yeah, but you hear about Botox parties and things like that. Why are you considering something?
We're going on
Not
a date
that you
next
need
week.
it. You don't need
Joyce
We're
would
going
ask
together.
Sam and I on a double date. I'm just making sure.